This first guy, he's got a podcasting startup, Gooder Than Mugs. You might want to check it out there on the interwebs. So please welcome to the stage my buddy, Greg Williams.
Alright, thanks a lot. How you guys doing tonight?
Good. Good.
Oh, good. You sound good. Sound good. Anybody on a date? Right? Oh, maybe? Sounds a little complicated, but I'll just go with you're on a date. That's great, that's great. I actually went on a date recently. I met a girl online and we met at a restaurant, and I knew it wasn't going to go well immediately because the first thing she said to me was, you know who you kind of look like? The killer from Saw. I know, right? I was like, that's such a coincidence, because you know who you kind of look like? My next victim, bitch. It's so weird. It's like we're destined for each other. She didn't talk to me after that night. She didn't talk to anybody. Anyway, hey guys, by the way, raise your hand if you relate to this. You ever been on a date that was so bad, the worst part of it was that long, lonely drive to the abandoned rock quarry to dump the body? Anybody? It's me? Oh, you too? Okay. The baby date over here? Yeah. So yeah, I'm single, but every now and then I get lucky. Every now and then I get laid. You seem dubious. Why are you laughing at that? It happens. One time I actually was having sex with a girl, and she told me I should probably get Magnums, like Magnum condoms. I was like, really? Like, does he think I'm huge? She's like, no, I think you should get condoms with a picture of Tom Selleck's face on them, so I know what it's like to fuck a real man. I know, that's exactly what my balls said. Aw, sad. By the way, well, you think the most awkward, if you think buying condoms is the most awkward part of the whole condom experience, you're wrong. Actually taking one back because it broke is the most awkward thing ever. Horrible. But, so, when I'm not out doing comedy for free on Wednesday nights, I'm working at a bookstore. I actually enjoy working at a bookstore because I like to read and I know a lot about books. And so when people ask me questions, I'm pretty quick with the answers. Like this one person came up to me and they asked, they were asking me who the author of Diary of a Wimpy Kid was. And I was like, oh yeah, it's Anne Frank. It's right over here. Anne Frank. What's sad about that? I haven't read the book. Is it in badly? I mean, she's smiling on the cover, so I'm assuming it's everything. Actually, I did that joke once, and someone in the crowd spoke up, and they're like, that's not cool, man. Making fun of a little girl who's blind and deaf. Lost all rights to speak. Forever. Oh, man. The weird thing about working at a bookstore, I've noticed that like they still separate like African American writers from the rest of the writers. Like there's still like a whole section of African American fiction separated from regular fiction, and it's weird because it's kind of I feel awkward almost like explaining that to like if a black customer comes in looking for a book. I feel awkward. They'll be like, where is this book? And I'm like, oh yeah, that's in the African American section. It's in the back of the store. Right next to the water fountains. Which you're not allowed to use, by the way. Because they're broken. And you're black. No, I'm kidding. I actually had a weird thing happen one time. This guy came up to buy a book. That wasn't the weird part. The guy came up to buy a book. He only had one arm, and the book he was buying was called Unarmed Combat. really happened. He was just staring me in the face, too, like he was daring me to like laugh and say something smart ass. So being who I am, of course I did. I was like, hey, if you like this book, you would love A Farewell to Arms. You know what I'm saying? High five. I mean, with this hand, right here. Sometimes customers will come up looking for a weird, kind of disturbing combination of books. Like this one guy came up and he looked really sweaty and angry, and he's like, yeah, I'm looking for 2 books. I'm looking for Divorce for Dummies and If I Did It by O.J. Simpson. Yeah. I was like, not only can I help you out with that, sir, but there's an abandoned rock quarry that'll actually help me out of a couple of jams. So, anyway, that's my time, everybody. You have a good night.
Craig Williams, everybody, come on.